Welcome to the London vlog. We just wrapped up 2 weeks in Ireland and are now spending the final 2 weeks of our Europe trip here in London. Our first week was spent in the area of Hampton. We used trusted house sitters and pet sat for an amazing family. They had 2 cats and 2 dogs that we spent the week with. Hampton is a lovely area, but it's a little bit farther away from the tourist attractions, so we had a very chill week. One morning we went to Hampton Court Palace, which was decorated for Halloween, so that was fun, but this is where Henry VIII lived when he was King of England in the 1500s. King Henry had 6 wives and 3 children, all of which lived here at some point in time. This palace is incredible. It holds about 1,400 rooms and it's very interactive. They give you audio guides so you can learn about each room as you walk through. Every room is so grand. You can just imagine the parties that they hosted here and all of the people that lived and worked here. It's just so cool to think about. We said goodbye to our house stay and got an Airbnb further into the city to do some sightseeing and be tourists. We are officially in London. We've actually been here for about a week. We were staying in the area of Hampton. We are now in a hotel for the night until we check into our new Airbnb tomorrow, and we're a little bit closer to the city center, so we are going to go to Big Ben, explore London, and see some of the sights. Our first day in London. We started to make our way to Big Ben, but there was lots of protests going on this day, so a lot of the roads were blocked off. Because of this, we walked around for way longer than we expected to. We were just trying to get around everything, but eventually we found him. After seeing Mr. Benny, we grabbed some lunch on this boat. We happened to walk by and couldn't resist. The boat was stationary, but it had a restaurant and a bar on board, so we sat and had some lunch with a beautiful view of the London Eye. Next on our agenda was to take a big red bus, of course. We ended up taking this really old school bus. I wish I had a better video of it, but I'll put a photo up. I think the lady said there's only 5 of these buses in service, so it felt extra fun to ride in. Thank you. So we took the bus to Tower Bridge. We paid for admission to go inside. They have a little museum area and you can walk across the walkways, which have glass floors, so it's super cool. It has beautiful views of the Thames River and the city. And finally, you can go tour the old steam engine rooms that used to power the drawbridge. It's our second day in London. We are starting out by heading to Horse Guards Parade. After seeing the guards, we walked around for a bit and went to Chinatown for lunch and then hopped on a bus to the Tower of London. made our way over to the Tower of London. Lucky for us, the ticket lady only let us pay for one. The tower was built in 1066 and over the years has served many purposes, including being a royal palace, a prison, and an arsenal. This is also where you can see the crown jewels. There are over 100 objects and 23,000 gemstones from coronations over hundreds of years. Some pieces are still used in coronations that are held today. Finally made it to our Airbnb. It was quite the journey to get here, but we made it. We ended up taking Uber Boat, which was actually way more inconvenient than we thought it would be, but we did it. From there, we had to go back to our hotel, pick up our luggage, go to the bus station, and take about an hour-long bus to our Airbnb. Nicholas broke his suitcase, so that was just adding to the stress of it all, but we made it. And this Airbnb is where we will be for the next week and for the final week of our trip. We have spent the last 3 months in Europe, jumping around to all different places. It has been so much fun. I can't believe it's gone by so fast, but so slow at the same time. We're finishing it off here in London. This Airbnb is actually a little bit farther out of the city center than we were expecting, so I'm really not sure how much more we'll get to see. Nick is still working East Coast hours, so we don't have that much time during the day, so we'll see if we get into anything else, but this is going to be the end of the video. I can't believe this Europe trip is over, but we're gonna head back to the States on Saturday. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, little birdie. Oh, little bird. Oh, he just peed.